And the next university that we're gonna have on the broadcasting is one of the most advanced universities in Russia. It is ITMO University, ITMO. Its history can be traced back to the beginning of 20th century, and I invite Mr. Alexey Lizunov to make the presentation of the university. Please, Alexey. Thank you for today.
Hello, thank you so much. So if the presentation is ready, I'm ready to start. First of all, a warm welcome to all of you from St. Petersburg, Russia. I'd like to thank ECC for providing us the opportunity to meet with you on this online platform, because we believe that today education and science are the main elements that support, connect, inspire people going together from different countries, from different continents. And your presence here is, of course, confirms that. My name is Alexey, and I would like to tell you a couple of words about ITMO University. As you can see, we are located in the western part of Russia, not far from the Europe. For example, it will take you only 4 or 5 hours to get to Finland by car, or 2 or 3 hours of flight to Germany, to France, or Holland, other European countries. We were established in 1900, so this year we're celebrating 120th anniversary. Congrats to ITMO. So we have a very solid historical foundation, scientific schools, prominent researchers, but at the same time we are trying to be closer to younger generation that allows us to make very interesting programs and develop very innovative solutions. You can see some figures here. We have 12.5 thousand students, 2.5 thousand of them are from different countries, 87 countries at all. 1,300 professors, that's quite a good number. And we're quite well positioned in rankings. For example, we're in top 100 in Times Higher Education Computer Science and in Shanghai ranking in control. We are the unique 7-time world champions in programming, multiple-time champions in robotics. So we put the student in the center of our educational process. So we provide multiple opportunities for self-development. And of course, we believe that our students, our graduates, will tackle global challenges together with us. Our philosophy, it's more than university. It means that we offer our students not only educational services, but our university helps people to find wives and husbands, friends for life, ideas for business, inspiration, motivation, and development. And all of them, all our students are form a kind of phenomena that we call ITMO family. Once you are in, you will never get out of this. So, and one of the reasons why we have such community is, love. Love to everything. Love is one of our values. We love the science, we love our parents, we love our partners, we love our students, we love everything. And this atmosphere, the love makes a special atmosphere of ITMO that we especially underline. But the atmosphere is also formed by the city of St. Petersburg. So the city, ITMO is an important part of St. Petersburg. People used to call our city a northern capital or cultural capital of Russia, and it is by that definitely. More than 5.5 million people, good transport infrastructure, 300 museums, 70 theaters, 65 rivers, almost 600 bridges across these rivers. And this city will definitely capture your heart when you come. It is quite symbolic that today, exactly today, on 27th of May, we're celebrating 317th anniversary of St. Petersburg. So today we have some celebrations here. Unfortunately, most of them online. But today is the birthday. And by the way, our main campus is located very close to Peter and Paul's Fortress, the heart of St. Petersburg. So when you have now this background, I will just like to tell you about our specializations. We normally say that ITMO stands for, please, next slide. We normally say that ITMO stands for IT, Mechanics, and Optics. But in fact, we have quite wider range of specializations. And to simplify, I divided them into 7 groups, and I'd like to tell you a couple of words about each group. The first one is Information Technologies. This block includes multiple directions, starting with classical programming, software development, artificial intelligence, big data. We call this faculty a faculty of champions because almost all our 7-time world champions in programming graduated from this faculty. The second group is robotics. Robotics includes hardware development, software development, robotic itself, cybersecurity, AR, VR technologies, and we are proud that world champions in robotics are coming from there. Photonics, it's quite typical for ITMO because we used to call this block optics and photonics, and ITMO was the first university in Soviet Union and Russia that started researchers in this field. Now we are keeping the plank, and we are doing the best researchers in Russia. So these programs are very fundamental, and they require a lot of knowledge of mathematics and physics. I will just name you some. For example, we have light guide photonics, quantum communications, laser technologies here, and light design. So photonics is very important now because we have a huge amount of data located in our networks. And photonics helps us to transfer more data within a very short period. So it means that photonics is the future. Now, information technologies is the present day, and photonics is the future field. So please, you can regard this direction as your priority. Also, we have natural science. Natural science, this block is for those who are interested in physics and its applications. We pay special attention to fundamental training in math and physics here, and specializations are nanostructures, semiconductor physics, nanophotonics, and metamaterials. So on next slide, you have 3 other blocks. First one is entrepreneurship and innovation. In fact, all students of our university study entrepreneurship and innovations because it enters in our compulsory block of disciplines given to on master level and on bachelor level as well. But if you want to focus on this field, we can offer you bachelor and master programs in innovative entrepreneurship, technological entrepreneurship, investments, management of technological innovations, and many other opportunities. This year, we started a very specific program. It's called Startup as Diploma. It means that our students are depending on the diploma thesis, but they're dedicating their future businesses. And it is regarded like a defense of a final thesis after 4 or 2 years of studies. The next one is food and biotechnology. There we offer a variety of programs connected with production, conservation, distribution of alimentation, including new power-saving technologies and ecology as well. Specialists in this field always will be needed because it is directly connected with human well-being. You know, all the problems in the world that we have with hunger and other things. So specializations here are, for example, biotechnologies, power engineering, low-temperature technologies, and ecology. And the last one is foundation program. Of course, all the universities, I think, presented this. Foundation program is about Russian language. We normally conduct this program during 10 months, but this year we have an experiment. We will conduct a part of this program online. So maybe first semester you can spend online studying Russian language, and after that come to St. Petersburg and continue. So here are 6+1 fields, and now I'd like to underline one thing. We have a special block of master degrees on the edge of all these disciplines I mentioned. For example, IT and biology. This program is called bioinformatics. IT and culture. This program is called digital humanities. IT and optics. This program is called light design. So we have a very interesting mix of different specialization, and that's quite interesting for our students. That because we believe in interdisciplinarity. So what you will need to apply for our programs? You will need just to register on our website. It is quite simple. I'd like to underline that everything this year, everything is conducted, and scan of the passport, translation of the passport, educational documents, and that's all. After that, our specialists are arranging the interviews with you. And if we are talking about bachelor level, it will be 2 examinations. First one is Russian language, and the second one mathematics, physics, chemistry, depending on the specialization you are choosing. And on master level, it is like test or examination with an interview with our professors. Everything is also conducted online by Zoom or Skype or other instruments. And I would like to underline some things about English language. English language, we have one program on bachelor level, fully in English, and 25 programs fully in English on master level. We're calling them international masters. Please pay attention because it's different from master. So the next slide, I think we will talk something about our university halls. We have more than 40 buildings in St. Petersburg. Different halls are represented, like classical one with historical buildings, but also we have quite modern one with high-tech laboratories. Talking about the accommodation, we offer all our international students the places in our dormitories. Here you can see some photos of them. So all our students are provided by rooms, but I'd like to underline that all the hostels are located in the St. Petersburg, not in suburbs, so it's quite convenient for you to get to the university. And as everybody says, student life. Student life is a very important part of the process, and we completely understand that. So we have multiple studios for dancing, singing, painting, everything. We have theater, we have research clubs, we have voluntary clubs, and as I previously mentioned, everything is concentrated on you, students, so it means that everything is done for you. But I will just underline about sports. The next slide, and our sports club is very well known in Russia. It enters in top 5, and during last 2-3 years it was named #1 in Russia in sports. More than 40 types of sports with the best coaches. So this is very prominent sport club, and we have a lot of teams that are winning the championship. And I'm going to my last slide. It is very simple. You can see that some QR codes. You can check this our website. It's very simple, ITMO.ru. There are English version, Spanish version, Chinese version as well. So you can find all the information. I will just pay your attention to a couple of things. The first one, please have a look on the upper left corner, summer schools. This year, the schools are online, and you can take this opportunity to study what we have, what disciplines we have, how professors work. Just subscribe online. You still have time till the beginning of July. And also, please note that there are 2 emails. The first one is for those who are applying for Russian-speaking programs in Russian, INTL students.ITMO.ru. And second one is for those who are applying for English masters, international.ITMO.ru. So please mention red in your subject of the letter if you are going to write us a letter, and so maybe we will have a little surprise for you. Thank you so much for your attention, and we welcome everybody here to St. Petersburg. We will be happy to see you. not online but offline, please visit our website. Please check our social networks. It's very easy to find them. ITMO University in Facebook, in Twitter, everywhere. Thank you so much. If you have questions, please don't hesitate.
Thank you very much, Alexey. Thank you for a wonderful presentation with this hard. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that you, being a part of ITMO University, have so many reasons to be proud of your university. Tell me, is it hard to get admission to ITMO University?
What can I say? I think it's not easy, of course, it's not easy, but those who are in will never regret about that, because we pay a special attention to the quality of our applicants. We are looking on the results of their previous education, and of course we have a kind of pre-selection process. But don't be afraid, we are sure that if you are a capable student, you will definitely pass all examinations and be a part of ITMO family.
Okay, the university really offers world-class programs. And can you tell us something about opportunity for students on the global labor market? I mean, if it's easy to get employment, not only in our country, but also in other countries, like in the US maybe, or somewhere else?
Of course, first of all, I'd like to underline that we provide opportunities for work for our students. For example, our master degree students are able to work on our departments of our university during their studies, so we are providing them the workplaces. Concerning the quality, yes, especially in field of IT, in robotics and photonics, we are quite well positioned and well known in the community, international communities in the United States, in Canada, in Europe. Our professors publish a lot of researchers together with best professors of from all over the world. So it means that their graduates are very well positioned, and everybody wants graduates from ITMO. Especially, I'd like to underline IT. In IT specializations, on second and third course, students are already obtaining some offers, job offers from different companies, including international ones.
Okay, great. We have a couple of more questions from the chat. Question is, do you accept transfer students from local Russian universities and international students universities as well?
I think the question was about exchange semester or something like that. For sure, we accept the students, and we have a special web page dedicated to exchange semesters. It could be a free mover, but in most cases, these students are students from our partner universities, and we have quite a lot of partners in the world. So it means that yes, we are open, and we have a special English semester, first one and second one, when the disciplines are only in English. But you can, of course, visit Russian disciplines as well. But if you don't know Russian language, you're able to apply for English exchange semester. Yes, we offer this opportunity. And for Russian students studying, or for international students studying in Russian universities as well, we are ready to accept.
Okay, so in order for you to be able to accept an international student for a semester, do you need to arrange any special agreements with university partner, or a person can apply like an individual and you can accept him or her?
It depends on each situation, but in fact, we are just coordinating the disciplines before students arrive. This process is very different. It depends on the partnership between our institutions. And also it depends on the student itself. If he or she wants to recognize results obtained at ITMO at his or her own university, it will be one process. If it is just free moving, it is different process. So it depends on every situation.
Okay, and one more question we have for PhD applicants. Please provide some information about finding supervisors. If you understand what it's about.
Yeah, sure. I understand. I think that the process of finding supervisor and making an application to the university should be parallel. So if you fill in the application, you are connecting with our international PhD department that will definitely guide you through all the steps, and you will pass, first of all, some examination this year online, and after that you will be able to find the professors with, of course, with support of our international PhD department. So our position is that we try to support every applicant that fills in our registration form. We are trying to guide him or her through all the process until the end when he or she becomes a student.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alexey, for showing us some love from St. Petersburg today and for your interesting presentation.